Hello, YouTube. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I had to walk my dogs, and then I also wanted to make a post on Instagram because I feel like a lot of people, not everybody gets the notifications on here, so I don't know. It's also late, so I figure anybody who's like hanging out and wants to chit-chat could come chit-chat. I like to have the little group going here, so hello. Hello, Scott. Hello, Rafi. Hello, Trey. Trey, I see you got a new car. Congratulations. Yeah, I won't stream like super late. I think like 30 minutes. I'm hosting the show at work tomorrow, and so I want to make sure I go to bed so I can read the script early, and then I have to do some stuff in the morning, and then, I don't know. It's just like a million things this week, it feels like. So I'm a little tired lately. I've been having like these bouts of like just like midday exhaustions. But yeah, this is a Max Dennison shirt, actually. It's like a thing. This, and then on the back it says it's just a bunch. Hold on, let me spin around. It's just a bunch of hocus pocus. I've only gotten to wear it once before when I went home in the first week of November to see my grandparents, and then I didn't bring it home for Christmas because I was like, oh, Christmas, everyone's going to be weird. But I also had like enough Christmas shirts. And then I don't know why. I brought it with me, I think, when I went to surprise my mom. But it was like, I didn't wear it. Did I bring it? I think I might have forgot it. Anyway, I think today is like going to be the last cool day of the year in Florida. And so I was like, I'm forcing myself to wear it. It's very nice. It's very light. I like it too because it's like a faux double sleeve. So it really only goes up into the arm. This is an R Universe. Excuse me while I scratch my nose. But yeah, I got this at Hot Topic. This was one that was not sent to me. I purchased this myself. A friend of mine who also does like the ambassador program with some places, he got it, and I was like, I've been influenced, and I had to go and get it. So but yeah, it's nice. It's very nice. I like dig the shirt a lot, so I hope it lasts as long as some of my other shirts here. So it's very light. It's very airy. It's like, so I wear like an extra large lately, and this one's like on the bigger side of the extra large, but I like it. It makes me feel like I should be spinning around listening to Stevie Nicks or Fleetwood Mac or something like that. Drinking my cranberry juice and just having the best life there is. Yeah, I hope everybody out here is doing well. I watched the 2017 Power Rangers movie today. Well, I had it on the TV while I was doing some stuff. And then yesterday I watched the 1995 Power Rangers movie. I just was in a Power Rangers mood because the 30th anniversary is this year, but also the special is going to be in April on Netflix, and they just said it's going to be like an hour long, like 55 minutes. I'm very much looking forward to that. And then what was I going to say? There's been some stuff. There's like major layoffs at Hasbro right now, and a bunch of major positions that in the Power Rangers realm have been laid off. So it makes me nervous for the future of that franchise. And then like watching the 2017 movie is like, I like the 2017 movie for what it is, like quite a bit, but I read a review once that was like, it's a Power Rangers movie that's embarrassed to be a Power Rangers movie. And it feels to me like it's a Power Rangers movie made by somebody who read the cliff notes of what Power Rangers is, and like it changed some of the core stuff, which I'm all for. Like when you're making an adaptation or a remake or something like that, you tell a story. Like I very much enjoy the story of the 2017 movie. Like it's about what it means to be a Power Ranger and how they become Power Rangers. And I think that was an interesting take. I just wish there's like little tiny elements that aren't there from the show that I'm like, I feel like are so essential. Like the 1995 Power Rangers movie is not in continuity with the show. It exists as its own thing, even though it's all the same actors and everything like that. But, so it's like different aesthetic, different backstory, that sort of thing. But I feel like that did it the right way because it was still it was the show, but it wasn't the show. But like, they didn't have Morphers in the movie. And I'm always like, you need the Morphers. Like there was this weird reliance on the power coins. But then it was like, we don't really want it to be about dinosaurs, but I'm like, the whole thing, the reason why the show is still on the air 30 years later, I mean, for at least this will probably be it, but for 30 seasons of a show was made because there's something about the show that is successful, right? And so that's the part where I'm like, I don't know. I get it, where it's like, oh, it's made for kids. And I think there are elements of the show that obviously can be streamlined or removed or whatever, especially when you're making it for an older audience. But there's some things in there where I'm like, I don't know. It's just some stuff that I'm like, I feel like that movie kind of cornered itself into being just that movie and somehow like cut itself off at the knees in terms of it being like longevity. But I enjoy it. I mean, every person in that cast has kind of gone on to do pretty well for themselves. It's like Becky G. You have Dacre Montgomery, who obviously Stranger Things was Billy on Stranger Things, and then R.J. Seiler, I think he's phenomenal. If you haven't seen Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, he's phenomenal in that. But he was in that before Power Rangers. But he's been in good stuff after Power Rangers. And then I love Naomi Scott. Is that her name? The Pink Ranger, who was also Jasmine, and then she was in that bad Charlie's Angels movie, which I'm sorry, Elizabeth Banks directed, which Elizabeth Banks was Rita in this movie. But like, I think it had potential. I just think it was like an action movie directed by somebody who didn't want to be like, how do I direct an action movie? I just really like the 2000s Charlie's Angels movie, and like, you know, looking back on it, it's super sexist and very objectifying of women. But it's one of those movies where like it was also self-aware of that, I feel like, and that was kind of like, it was almost like a spoof. It's like the Brady Bunch movie in that same way, where it was still very much a Brady Bunch story, but it wasn't the Brady Bunch TV show, you know what I mean? Me and Earl and Dying Girl, based on the book. Nick Offerman's in it. A million people are in it. The guy who played Shane from The Walking Dead. All that stuff. I feel like I should talk about this while I play, because I don't want people to like tune in who haven't watched anything ever before and then be like, thumbs down, this guy talked forever. Yeah. I should say I only like Charlie's Angels 1. I don't like Charlie's Angels Full Throttle at all. So, yeah. But just let me know if the music gets like too loud or anything like that. But hey. So I haven't played obviously since we left off, and I had a pretty busy weekend. And I wasn't feeling like, I know I said a while back I was having sort of like what do we say? It's just, I was feeling kind of like, I don't know. There was just something that happened a little earlier in the week, and it just had me feel like this weird, Jorge, how are you watching this on an airplane right now? Streaming on an airplane? Wow. But yeah, I was feeling kind of, just not me. It felt like I was like ripped kind of inside out, swirled around again, and it just like, I feel like I have this like some negative energy that's just been affecting me. It's just like turning me into a person I'm not. I'm always so angry, and I'm not normally an angry person. I don't want to be an angry person, and I don't know. I feel like I take it out on the wrong people, and it's just because, I don't know. I got to do a serious purge of that stuff though. So enough about, not to be super negative, but I just like to be open and honest about it. But anyway, that kind of had me in a funk. So, but I'm feeling much better today, I will say. But I also just think I was kind of feeling like, I'm a little off. I did go to a fundraiser for the Zebra Coalition, which, if you're not familiar, is a charity in Florida that helps like homeless people of the LGBTQIA community. But that was on Sunday. That was fun. It was interesting. Oh, dude, right into the crack already. But yeah, I was just feeling a little like, I felt that pull from the stuff that had happened, like it was making me feel going into the dark place again. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm tired of that stuff. I'm tired of that. You're like, easier said than done, like we all have things we have to do, bills we gotta pay, relatives we gotta see. I'm not saying it was a relative. I'm not saying what it was specifically, but it's just hard. Sometimes there's frustrating situations and stuff, and like, I don't know. Also, I've got to get a new car. My car is straight up, the air conditioner is gone, and it's at that point where I'm like, no, this just isn't befitting of me, like of my lifestyle anymore. But it's just one of those where it's like, I don't know, I feel weird. Not weird, but I don't... It's like, I want to do the process, but it's also... I'm worried, you know what I mean? You know, it's that hard thing that happens when you're like, okay, I can go do this now, and then the second you spend that money, you're like, whoops, needed that money for something else. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know, though. You gotta invest in yourself, and you gotta invest in, cars are essentials, right? Okay, let's see if I can just, like, straight up, I want a cape. Because the thing with the flower is, like, it doesn't work, like, with Yoshi, because you're just punching him in the back of the head. Okay, dude, jump. Anyway. Oh, what's that guy? What's that guy? Do I eat that guy? Oh, no, I eat his coins. Yeah, get those coins. Oh, no, why did I have to talk all filthy like? Why? Don't these little things this cloud is throwing out look like those weird, like, French fries. Oh, man. How do I get down there? So oh no, fudge! Oh no! Okay, so we know that down there, oh, you know what I bet it is? We need a key, though. Where do we get that key? I don't want to eat that, then I'm going to lose my Yoshi. He's my friend. I promise you I'm going to read these comments. Once I get to a good... Oh my god, there's so much chaos. Oh, Keisha's pulling out her old games. Playing Breath of the Wild on the Switch. I have it. I haven't played it yet. I've had it since it came out, and I can't believe I'm saying this like years later. Still haven't been playing it. But I got... or I saw they're making another Breath of the Wild. I got the Ninja Turtle. There's like Shredder's Revenge that you can play on Switch. I haven't played it yet, but I also got the Ninja Turtles like collection. That's all the like original Nintendo ones. I currently drive, just for, I see the question in here, Scott. I'm driving a 2001 Honda Genesis that was bought at the end of 2010. So, I mean, I very much have enjoyed driving this car, like, for the majority of its life. It's just, like, it had, the engine's, like, messed up. It's, like, dismounted, and so, like, to put that back in there, it's going to cost so much money, and then it's having a steering column issue. It's doing something where, like, it's rubbing the inside of my tire or something like that, so, like, the brand new tires on this car, though. Like, I have 4 brand new tires that were purchased in the last year. But there's just, like, the paint is stripping away because I, like an idiot, washed it with something that was rough by accident without thinking, and I basically scratched the entire exterior of my car one day, and I was just like, it was one of those days where you're like, I can't win. And then there's a thing with the air now that it was, like, leaking the water back into my car. Like, it wasn't coming through a window or anything like that. It was coming through the bottom of the car somehow. It hasn't done that again in a while, so whatever the clog was, I think, is gone. But it's just one of those things where it's like, I could invest more money in you, but it's just it's a 2-door car, and it's like, I want to be able to just throw the dogs in there and not have to put them in the back seat, where I have to move the seat forward and then push the seat back. Like, it's like I want to be the soccer mom with them now, and you know, they're getting older, because 9 and 8, and it's like I only have so much time to be able to do that with them. So, you know, the hope was I would move out of this place where, again, like, I like the unit I live in. I just hate this neighborhood and where I live and pretty much everybody around me. And I hate saying hate, though. But I strongly dislike it. And I just have nowhere for my little babies to go. So it's like I've been holding off on it for so long because... like, the car thing, I almost, like, 2020, I was like, I should get a car. No, good thing I didn't then. But I feel like now it's, like, that point where it's like, okay, this is, like, thousands of dollars to sink into this car that I don't think is, like, dead or anything like that. Like, if a mechanic were to buy this and sink the money into it, it's 100% worth it for them. Like, and it drives great. I like the pickup of the car and the actual, like, of the cars I've had in my life. I've enjoyed driving this car quite a bit. I'm just a guy who likes four doors. I like to be the guy who drives people and everything. And, you know, yeah, I think it's time. It's just hard because I keep thinking like, well, if I get the car, then like there goes all the money, I keep just trying to save to be like the fake dream of being able to maybe get a house someday. Because if I can't get it, it's like I'm gonna have to buy it in cash. So it's like I have to save. So you're like, tell me you're gonna, you know, drop $20,000 on a car, and I'm not obviously not drop it. I need to get a loan or something like that. But, which I'm sure I can do, but at this point, I must be able to at this point. I've been trying to like establish good credit in the last couple of years, because I finally had a credit card that it's complicated. When I was like 18, I made an idiot mistake with like a $150 credit card and screwed up my life through like this one card. Anyway, here we are, flash forward years later, and I have $80,000 in student loan debt. That is not helping me better myself. So I've gotten a credit card, and I've been, I'm telling you, like, I will use it and I immediately pay it off. I am not messing around on that thing. But I figured like I've got to like start investing in, I should have tried years ago, I guess, or something like that. But you got to better yourself somehow, right? But and ultimately it's not going to matter because it doesn't change the fact, no, he ate my butt. It's not going to change the fact, oh, I didn't know I could carry these guys. Yeah, you idiot. Okay, we got to figure out where that key is. So if anybody knows how to get to that key, that magic key, boom, nailed it, Disneyland joke, haha. But yeah, the student loan debt doesn't really, that doesn't help. It doesn't matter what credit I had before or anything like that. It's like the debt to income ratio is too high, sadly. Oh, so close, baby. Okay, let me peek through here again. Plans tomorrow? I don't know. Easy to follow. What do you drive? Oh, Rafi, what kind of Toyota did you get? New Toyota. I'm interested in the RAV4. I know Trey is saying he just got the CRV, right? I think you said CRV. Or, yeah. Glad you're okay, Trey. Trey was in an accident. But yeah. Oh my gosh, you went on a cruise, 90 degrees to -9. It's like, okay, so when I went to visit my mom, it was like 90 degrees when I got on the airplane. And when I got off the airplane that night, it went down to -10. I was just like, what? Yeah, I feel you. That's how I feel. Is like, I remember what it used to be like to like have to turn the car on and wait forever for the heater and everything like that. But yeah, oh, living in Claremont, nice. My friend Kim, who watches these sometimes, was like, I have no idea how to watch the chat back, so she was like, I'm kind of lost in everything you're saying to everybody the whole time. But I think there is a way when you play it back, the chat should still scroll back. But yeah, my dogs have seatbelts. They don't have car seats. Oh, I kind of wish, not wish, but well, they have these like so Lego did a collaboration with Target, and they made these. So my dog already loves this giant Power Rangers pillow I have that I also got at Target, ironically. But it's like I forget what they call it. You know, like the throw pillows, like big throw pillow. And so when Target did the Lego thing a couple years ago, I was like, these square pillows. I was like, I bet he would love these. And then I was like, I bet these will fit in the back seat of the car. And so it like to the seat to the back. So it makes a platform where it flattens out the back of the car with the two of them touching each other. And I'm like, they were the best investment ever, because it's like their little area, and then you put all your bags and everything underneath them, and then you just wrap them in a blanket. And it's good, you know. But yeah, I just want to be able to put something in my trunk. Like I want to live, man. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's the problem. The problem is, like, right now, it's a great time to trade in a car, but not a great time to do that. It's the same thing with the buying the houses, you know, like we went through for the last couple of years, where now it was a great time to sell your house, but it was like, how can you afford to move into the new house? But also, like, I read a thing where it was like, you could have, for the price for what your mortgage rate would be right now for a $300,000 house, you could have bought a $600,000 house during like 2021, 2020. Like, and it's just like, I can't hear statistics like that. They're not good for my mental health when I was currently trying to buy a house. But anyway, but I try my best. Anyway, I don't want to be so negative today. I love a good Camry. Love a Camry, Raffy. My first two cars were Camrys. Honestly, I was even like, should I get another Camry? But I think I want it like a little bit bigger in terms of like the trunk and stuff. So like, because I want to use it to, I've been traveling a lot. Like I want to take the dogs home to Massachusetts to visit my friend in Milwaukee and stuff like that. So I'm like, I know I've got a lot of car trips in the future for as long as they're in my life and stuff like that. And then beyond, I still want to do road trips and things. So it's like, I think like a small SUV, because I don't like driving like a massive car. But just something where like you could open the trunk and sit on the trunk, like in the trunk with your like legs out the back. You know what I mean? The type you could bring to a drive-in movie with the gal you like. Yeah, Vic, I wish you could get a decent car for 10. It's more in like the 20 range, but that's where I'm like, I started looking. I know people in here said not to use off the lease. My friends always use off the lease, but I have it in the app right now. My aim, I think, for the car is like, so it's like February 13th right now. It's like mid-March. I'm hoping I have one around then. I've solidified that idea. But if you know me, you know I am terrible with big purchases because they stress me out. Honda Civic. Yeah, Craig actually used to have a Honda Civic. See, the thing with like a Honda Civic or like a Toyota Camry, those cars, I feel like you can drive until they're like 300,000 miles, like in the ground if you're taking care of them. Yeah, I know it's about like, it's kind of hard just being patient, being like, yeah, that's what's up. I feel like Trace secretly works for Honda because he's been hyping up the Honda so much the last couple weeks, but yeah, CarMax is one that's on my list though. Anyway, back to this game here. Hold on. Mario was falling asleep. Okay, I'm gonna beat this thing, but I feel like we're in our castle thing right away. But no, I do have like in my brain, I was like, well, I'm gonna need a car sooner than later. So I mentally am like, okay, I can take out X amount of money right now out of my like tiny little savings account and be like, okay, wait, I did get that guy this time. That's why I thought I could get the other guy. So I am like prepared. It's just about being like, okay, if I do that, it kind of is like the house dream feels further and further away. And I think that's why I resisted that, because it was like one or the other. And Mama, I want them both. I want it all. Much like Sharpay, I want it all. Don't you do this to me. Oh, wait. So, is this how I get under there? Yeah, but I don't have the key. Was the key on, like, the other side? Does anyone know? Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Just get through this thing. We'll come back. Yeah, look. Stupid. Oh, my God. Son of a bee. I'm never going to make it now. No, we're good. I do like the Kona. That's a Hyundai, right? My last two cars. So I've had 4 cars in my life: 2 Toyotas, 2 Hyundais. And honestly, like, I get the whole thing with the Hyundai is that it's an affordable car. So a lot of it's made like the mechanics, like it's made out of plastic essentially, and they're like, that's why it's affordable, is because the parts aren't as like, like durable sometimes and things. But I've had pretty solid experiences with the 2 I've had. That's why I was like, Honda Sonata maybe, or the Kona is really cute, like that hatchback thing. But I think ultimately it's like, okay, I also want to use the car for when I'm able to like move, and I think that's part of it too, where it's like, okay, you could use that. That would be more helpful in a move. I swear to God. Okay, I disappeared for a second there, and it's like my soul left my body. So the other night, oh no, why? The other night, I went through my like, there's 2 drawers under my TV in front of us, the part of this room that no one ever sees, that like, I mean, I could turn it around, but I'm afraid I'm going to unplug this camera. Let me see. Can you see over here? Hold on. Let's see where we go first. Hold on, and then I'll turn it around. Oh, water world. Ugh. Oh, was there? Okay, because I'm going to go back in and check that thing real quick. Okay, anyway, let's turn around here. No, I can't turn it around because the way the tripod is right now. Sorry. Anyway, there's like two like pull-out drawers because it's like an IKEA thing where it's like two drawers and then it's three like little fold-down things. You've seen them at IKEA if you've been to IKEA. They're like the TV things. Anyway, it's stupid. But I like went through it and I went through all my like video games and all that stuff and I was like, man, I have a lot of Wii U games that I never played. Yeah, I'm one of 5 people that has a Wii U. And I've got like DuckTales that I should play on there, and oh no, I'm covering my screen. And there was a bunch of others where I was like, okay, I gotta play these games. So those will be in the horizon, I think. And I never really played my Wii as much as I like feel like I should have. I don't know. Especially not the Wii. I mean, look at me. Especially not the Wii Fit. Am I right? But I still have the board and everything. You mother effing turtling son of a bee. I can hear people yelling outside my window at 12 o'clock at night. I love living in a city. I got some new shirts that are pretty cute that I'm going to wear in the future. Some more. Okay, that's Yoshi. So we want Yoshi, right? Oh, wait, I can't. Huzzah! Okay. No. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, good. He eats those people. I feel like there is a secret in this world right here. Well, I'm not getting up there now. Hope you're happy with yourself, you barfing dinosaur. Oh, no, maybe not. Well, maybe I thought like the cape, maybe. No, wishful thinking. That's got to be another area. See, the flowers are super fun. Also, it's kind of rude that like Mario donkey punches this poor, wonderful angel that is Yoshi in the back of the head. Okay. Okay, so we need cape. And are we just going to try and fly down there? How do we get down there? I think I've got to do the big boy balloon. That's what I call it because it makes you into a big boy. I need a big boy. I need a big boy. Isn't that the like, okay. Oh, you're right. It's over there. You're right. I'm up. I need to watch more of the Academy Award movies now that I think of it too. I was thinking about doing a, with my friend Alyssa, who is like super, like the most knowledgeable movie person I know. Okay. Oh, bye Yoshi. Love you. See you soon, buddy. I was thinking about doing a like Oscar recap the week before, so I gotta watch some of that stuff. Get it, chunky. Okay. Okay. Everyone calm down. We did it. It's animal abuse. Isn't it funny how the Wii U became like was like the prototype for the like the prototype for the Switch? I was just thinking about that the other day. Also, I only have one life. I'm definitely not. I should have thought about that before I hopped in here. Okay, oh, booze. Oh no, what's the matter with you? I'm trash. I don't know why anyone is watching these things. Oh, I kind of remember this. I think I have to like get to that up there, don't I? Sweet mother of God. Oh my goodness gracious. There's going to be another one. It's too scary not to be. Thank God for you. Oh. Oh God. Oh God. I probably should have just flown up there, huh? Oh no. Oh no, I missed it. I missed it. I don't know what it was. Oh God, I missed it again. Great. I'm doing good. Batting 1,000 here. Oh God, oh God. Guys, I'm scared. Oh my God. Look up, you fool. Okay, so then, like, do I go back over to this thing over here? Ooh. Wait, there it is, right? Okay, I hope this is the right door. Oh, yes. Yes! Boom. Finally hit one of those. Tell me this gives me an extra life. Oh, certainly doesn't. Anyway. Oh, we did this. I don't know. Oh, yes, a save. I don't know how many I've watched. I've watched a fair amount of the Best Picture ones. I know that. I think the Banshees and Inisherin, that's going to be the next one I watch. And then I think Tar after that. And oh my gosh, I know there's like, I know I'm not going to see them all, but it was like I'm going to try for a bunch. So okay, let's do this one because it's not a water world, so it's not trash. I fell for it. I fell for it. I know that's the whole thing. Now he's going to drop his fiery death on me, and I'm supposed to use this to pop him out of there. Girl. 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 Oh, son of a bee. Son of a biscuit. Okay. Oh. I can't take off if these little spiky jerks are here. Oh yeah? Come and get me. Yeah, I saw I missed the mark. Doesn't matter. Cheating. Flying through the whole thing. That guy was dangerously close to me. Didn't care for it. I hope I don't hit a tunnel and then I can't make it to the end. You know what we need to play on this too, though? Which I realize I have, because I don't know if it's on this classic. If it's on the classic, it makes my life easier. If it's not, I can play it on my actual Super Nintendo that's over there. Oh, Triangle of Sadness. Yes, I do want to watch that too. Oh man, all roads lead to the water world. Is the Super Mario All-Stars. So there's the All-Stars one, but that has Mario, the original Mario games on it. I'm going back in. We're going to see what we missed. I'm just going to grab this. Now I'm going to play this game. Obviously, we got to play Donkey Kong Country. Trey, don't be crazy. But I want to play Super Mario 3, where he's the squirrel, where he's got the raccoon suit and flies, and the whistle takes you away in the tornado. All that stuff. Okay, I'm going up to 10 lives. I'm being filthy greedy right now. I'm just letting you know. Also, I guess I have to play to another save point again, because we can't just stop now. Although, technically, I think we were here when we did the save point. Oh, no, don't go in there. I'm not good at the water levels, but I feel like we're in that circle. No, I don't know. Okay, I'm doing one more. I promise I won't keep doing this. Well, I'm going to like play through it right now to see if there was another way to... You mother effing son of a bee. Son of a biscuit farmer. Sorry, gang. I'm awful. I am awful. It's a cycle, and you just can't break out of the cycle. Oh, the Donkey Kong soundtrack, I feel like they put it on vinyl at some point in life, and I missed out on that. You gotta be effing kidding me right now. And I will never forgive myself because that is my jam. I'm not doing this. I'm not playing this game. I'm not playing this game with you. Oh, you gotta be friggin' kidding me. You gotta be friggin' kidding me. Okay, let's try the water world. We got 9 lives now. We can live. Kevin Costner can't take us down now. Oh, look at that. Oh. Look at that. Oh my God. I really hope there aren't people who are just like, I tuned in to watch this garbage. Because the whole thing is like, now you see why I prefer games like these though. Over like, people will be like, Halo and whatever. And I'm like, girl, no. Open world, that's terrifying. But Spider-Man, I'll play that for. The Jedi Fallen Order, I'll play that in a heartbeat. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, I want to talk about... Did anybody watch... It's not really the Super Bowl. Did anybody watch Rihanna's performance at the thing? I thought it was good. There were people who were like, I get it. Like, it was all... For me, here's the thing. I don't think it was the greatest thing I've ever seen. But she put out banger after banger after banger. And it was a very entertaining half show. However, I felt like it was one note. It was all... because there was no like costume change, so it was like platform, not platform, platform, and like I get it, she's pregnant, so it's like I understand. You can't be doing going too crazy or anything like that, but I thought it was okay. Some people were like, I feel like hated it, and I'm like, oh, why are we here? No, I'm upset. I hate that fish. It's like my least favorite character in every Mario game ever. Oh no, there's another. There is another Skywalker. Her name's Ray, and it is called identity theft. Gotcha. But yeah, it was just, for me, it felt just kind of, here's the thing. I believe the year was 2000, and, we had just made it through Y2K. And I think that nothing will ever top Aerosmith, NSYNC, Britney Spears, all that stuff. Like, nothing's going to ever top that. And I think that's the problem, is I'm still living that 16-year-old... No, 2000, I would have been 15. No, I'm still living that little gay boy's life. Oh, snap. Okay. I thought the same thing, Scott. Like, I legitimately was like, okay, I hit the wrong one of those. She had that tray, that thing. I was like, is she checking herself? Like being like, oh, is my makeup all okay? Or was I like, did she do a rail? Oh, yes. I don't know. Like I said, I liked it. I didn't hate it. But like I said, it wasn't like it wasn't the best one I've ever seen, but I was like, here's the thing. I don't know that I've ever watched Rihanna sing live before. And I was actually like, I mean, maybe it was pre-recorded live, but it was still one of those. I can't believe she was on those floating platforms, though. I would have been like, it's the same way with like Lady Gaga jumped, and I'm like, no, girl, I would never. But I liked the dance numbers, and I liked the song choices and the flow of the music. So honestly, I've enjoyed it. I've seen much worse, I feel like, shows, but I'm also one of those people where I'm like, I get it. It's a halftime. They have to go in, they have to get out, they have to whatever. But yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, does anybody ever get paid to do the halftime show? Isn't it, you get like selected and you get the option? I thought it was a makeup test. Yeah, I didn't know that it was a. Anyway, doesn't Fenty? Isn't my husband in that? My husband, Winston Duke, right here, my husband. Okay, I'm actually gonna stop. I'm not gonna play any further. I know we didn't get very far, but I am gonna stop. I forgot I just muted it already. Just because we had the save point, and it's also 12:15 in the morning. But and you guys and gals and everybody. I shouldn't say guys and gals, but you know me. I say I'm about to go to sleep, and I'm gonna end up being up for the next like 45 minutes. I know it. I can't. For some reason, some days I just can't get to bed till 2. Yeah, I honestly thought the platforms going up and down were pretty. That's the thing about it. Okay, Mark, you have it. Where it's like, I will say when I say one note, I just mean like it was all like there wasn't a costume change, there wasn't a thing, and also I'm like I don't know. I thought like remember when Madonna did hers, I wasn't like blown away by that. At least I don't remember being blown away by it. But it was also the MDNA album, which I don't like, and but because that was when I feel like Madonna started this phase of her career, or in she reinvents herself all the time. I feel like it was this reinvention, and again for me, this is where I feel like we always make fun of older people for this, and I feel like it's already started to happen to me. Confessions on a Dance Floor is always going to be my Madonna album. So I think I like the Candy Shop or Sticky and Sweet, whatever the next one. I saw that one in the Sticky and Sweet tour. I saw that, but not really anything after that has clicked with me. But I thought Rihanna was, I don't know, I thought she was good. Like I said, nothing is ever going to beat the Aerosmith, NSYNC, Britney Spears. Who else came out during that? Nelly. I think somebody else came out too. That show was wild. They don't make a show like that anymore, you know? You people out here in the chat have favorite ones? God, Winston Duke. It's like sometimes you like him so much it hurts. No, I'm just playing. Guys, we need to talk about Jonathan Majors did a spread for some magazine for like Valentine's Day, and it's like one of those where it's so good it should be like illegal. It feels like. I can't wait for Ant-Man and the Wasp and the Quantumanium or whatever. Whatever it's called, I don't care. Well, I'm watching it for Jonathan Majors, so I mean I love Paul Rudd, so I do like the Ant-Man movies, but yeah. Well, who did last year? Was that Coldplay, or was that like 2 or 3 years ago? Coldplay was a while ago, actually. I think was Beyonce last year. Beyonce's was good. I remember Beyonce's because didn't Beyonce have like the drum line when she did hers? That was a good one. I don't remember the J-Lo and the Shakira one. I remember the Madonna one because I remember there was like glass bleachers or something that were in the stadium, but also like wasn't somebody else in hers? I think really like Lady Gaga had a pretty good one too, though. Yeah. Snoop, Eminem, Dr. Dre. Were they in the Aerosmith one too? Oh my God. Oh, I remember. Yeah, Prince did his not long before he died, right? J-Lo. I don't think I watched that one. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not big into. I don't want to be like I'm not big into sports, but oh, thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. We are each other's Valentines now. But football is my least favorite sport. Probably. I don't know. I'm not big. Football's the one where it's like, I don't even want to go watch it. Like, I prefer to watch a sport in person as opposed to watching it on TV. I tell myself more and more, I do want to follow at least one sport to be like, okay, I can access that thing. But also, like, I think for me, I played like every sport except for baseball, or except for basketball. Oh my God, except for football. I played soccer, baseball, basketball. I didn't play hockey. I played floor hockey. But yeah, I feel like I'm missing something. I was going to play tennis, but we ended up in my school you couldn't do theater in tennis. You couldn't do theater and whatever. So I was like, I guess I'm not gonna play that. But I played baseball and soccer the most. I think I played baseball maybe a little bit longer than soccer, but I like genuinely enjoy baseball. Like I feel like it's very cathartic to be able to hit a ball with a bat, and like I was pretty good at batting, and I don't know. I remember when I stopped when I was younger because it felt like it was getting like too aggressive, and I was like, I want to have fun with it, but it feels like, because I was on like a national league, I felt like people were trying to murder me with the ball. But also this was like teenage me, and it was like, well, I'm kind of gay, and I don't really know how to verbalize that yet, and I know I don't fit in here because it doesn't feel super inclusive. But yeah, so I don't know. I like to. I was playing on a softball team. I don't know why we play softball teams and not baseball teams. But I saw hockey was. I saw a Solar Bears game at Amway, and that was actually a lot of fun. So I would do that again. I went to an Orlando Magic game recently, and that was fun too. But like, basketball. I'm not super into, but I did go to a soccer game too, and I was like, I could really get into soccer. Like now that we have a local, like a city soccer team here, like Orlando City. I think it's Orlando City, or do they call it Orlando Health? I don't know. But there's a women's soccer team too. But soccer's like short and sweet. 2 hours, you're good, you're done. And it's cool. But yeah, I told myself I was going to learn baseball just so I could follow the Red Sox again, be able to access that because it's like the ingrained thing. But so if I had to pick one sport from New England to follow, it would be like, because you all have your, I feel like it's Patriots or Red Sox or both or whatever, and then you have the Bruins. But it's like, obviously the Celtics, but I don't really care about any of those except for like kind of the Red Sox because of the history. Anyway, I'm done talking about sports because I'm just rambling about it now. But honestly, like if you haven't done like a soccer game, if you have a stadium in your local area, it's actually a lot of fun, and usually it's not super expensive to go either. Like I think it's maybe like you can get seats on the wall here like $10, $20 or something like that. But Christina Aguilera is another one I'm surprised hasn't had a half show. I know, Trey, you just said the oh God, if they did Lady Marmalade, I would die. Yeah, it's surprising that Mariah Carey didn't have one, but she doesn't really perform outside of, I feel like, New Year's Eve anymore. I don't know. I mean, she does though, right? Didn't she just do some performances or something like that recently? I think she just doesn't need it. She's making all that Christmas song money. Oh, thank you for watching my Massachusetts drink video. If you haven't watched that, I honestly do want to do more of those videos. So look for those in the future because that is going to happen. I'm going to show you some of my favorite local Orlando spots to hit, food, bars, stuff like that. I feel like there's so much stuff to do outside. Not so much. I don't mean to be like, oh, there's so much stuff to do. There are some really solid, like breweries, restaurants, craft cocktail bars, all these things in Orlando that I think are worth visiting that are really not that far from Universal, specifically, a little farther from Disney. That side where Disney is, like down that way, I feel like they're the ones missing out. Like that, if someone had investment money, I would be like, you need to open a gay bar that's somewhere within a 5-mile drive of Walt Disney World, because there isn't one anymore. And there used to be one on 192, which was right outside of it, where cast members would all go but it was terrible. It was like a hotel bar thing, but not like Parliament House, but it was like, it was just like a bar that had this one theme thing. But I'm like, you would make a killing there, like insane. That's true. Mariah does the Christmas shows. Oh, Kylie Minogue would be good too. But yeah, I plan on doing a bunch of places. Like I need to do a little bit more. Like I need to do a video and show you like Soto Square Pizza, and then Tin and Taco, obviously right next door. I love that place. I went to the Courtesy at Christmas and did that quick video. But there's the breweries and Sideward, Tactical. I go to Ellipsis, which is right out, literally, if you are going to Orlando Airport, it is literally like the planes are landing right next to this place. And then I like Ivanhoe Brewing, Park Brewing is good, and then you got to go to Cocktails of Scream, One Up. See, there's places to go. I went somewhere with my friend Ryan. If anybody follows him, Space Ranger Ryan, on Instagram. He's a great guy, bicyclist, everything. Anyway, pretty good friends, and he took me for my birthday to go to Otto's Dive. I think it like just opened, and it's right behind Sideward Brewing, like down in our Milk District is what it's called. And the drinks there were off the chain. They were strong, but they were so good. I like that we really should have been just talking about Super Bowl this whole time, because everyone is going off on this conversation with the halftime show. But I love it. I'm here for it. Guys, get engaged like this for the Oscars stuff too, please. No, yeah, but I'm going to do that. I want to do the food, the drinks. I want to do like some more lifestyle stuff, I feel like. As if I'm like an interesting person. No, but I like just chatting with people. Kind of like creating that space for everybody. So if you watch the Bourbon Study, I'm going to talk about it on here really quick. The Bourbon Study is on the Ampliverse, which is that other YouTube channel and website I started with my friend RJ. Ampliverse.com, theampliverse.com. It's exactly how it sounds. Amp, A-M-P, L-I, verse, V-E-R-S-E. It's like a fandom sort of website, and he has had a series take off called, it's like Boys Planet is this like show they watch, and they do this other like boys who love Boys Planet, and he's so good at what he does. But I was like, I think I'm gonna refine the Bourbon Study to be like so specifically a like fandom drinks from now on. So like I have an Ant-Man, or I've got some pre-recorded already, but I'm really gonna like lay into that. Like, there's an Ant-Man and the Wasp drink coming up. There's a Super Mario drink coming up that we already did. That's a truffle flavored drink, and it's kind of insane, but it's like pretty good. It's weird. And then there's just so many movies. There's so many movies coming out and shows and everything like that. And I was like, it also doesn't have to be new and relevant. Why can't we just make things for the things we love? Stranger Things, right there behind me. Halloween, random Schitt's Creek. You can see it popping out on the side of the shelf. Star Trek. I mean, there's so many shows of Star Trek right now. So, the limoncello bourbon drink was very good. But yeah, so we're doing it. So I've got some of those recorded. Trying to like reformat that and restructure that, and I just, I'm feeling very, God, I hate when people audibly yawn. And I just did it. Will I be in the town the weekend of May 13th? Girl, I don't know. 35? She's young. May 13th, March, April, May. I mean, I've got oh my God, I'm so itchy. A trip, not a trip, but like I think I'm going to try and hit Massachusetts for a quick weekend in May, but it probably won't be then. It'll probably be like toward the end of May. So I will probably be around. But yeah, everybody in here, you guys should connect. Oh my God, Mark, that's a good idea. I was going to do an Oscars, the Oscars, what was I going to say? Like a prediction episode where we just kind of discuss. Look, I also want to talk about some movies that I feel like didn't get the Oscar love that I thought they would. So, although Everything Everywhere All at Once, I'm super happy for all of that. But one afterwards would be a great idea too, like kind of a follow-up one. Yeah. I know. I'm sorry. That's the reason. One of the things, John, I think Rafi's the youngest person in here. Not guessing everybody's age, but I think everyone that's in the chat right now, I believe that John might be the youngest. But yeah, I just completely forgot what I was saying now too. My brain is fried. Hosting the show tomorrow for work. So if you watch that show, you can watch it there. I try to keep my work and personal life separated. Just, I don't want any crossover. I'll be accused of any sort of nepotism. Although nepotism, I think, only applies for when it's children. So, yeah. I feel like I should do nighttime stories now. Like, I'll just come on really late at night and be like, let me read you a story. There once was a diva. Her name was Gaga. Um, yeah, Mark, I'm all in for this. All in for this. Oh, we're sharing our ages? No, thank you. Just kidding. I'm 38. There's nothing bad. You can Google me. It tells you when my birthday is. But yeah, I'm not afraid. First to arrive in 85, baby. January 1st, 85. I like being born in 1985. Some great films. Back to the Future, I feel like, is my birthright of a movie, even though it came out later in the year than I was born. Later in that year. But there's 1985 by Bowling for Soup. I've got U2, New Year's Day, although that can apply to anybody ever born on New Year's Day. I've got things. I've got stuff. 85's like also... What I like about being born in 1985 is that I can tell you what grade I was in, what year, based on just the last digit of the year. So if you're like, oh yeah, 1993, what grade were we in? I'll be like, well, we were going into third grade, because in 1980, the fall of 93 was when we went into third grade. So whatever the number at the end of the year was, that was the grade I was going into. So I love doing that sort of thing. And then... It's not too hard. It's getting weirder now. I'm getting to that age sometimes where I'll be like, am I 38? I'm 38, right? Yeah. Because I, for a while, was thinking I was like a year older than I was. And then I was like, oh no, I did the math wrong. But 1985, a Breakfast Club, yes. Also, I was in a community theater production of The Breakfast Club my senior year of high school. I played Andrew, who is the Emilio Estevez character, and my greatest acting performance to date. They did like a local theater like award thing. I didn't win for the Breakfast Club. I won for like the Grinch. I did the year after or something like that, because it was like I was the Grinch. So, oh, Brandon's here. Had Amelia go to sleep. The Bears won in 85. The Color Purple. Harbo. Just watched a documentary. It's the Steven Spielberg documentary on HBO Max, and he goes through kind of his whole, not the entirety, not like every movie he's made, because they don't talk about Hook really at all, but they do show like one part of Hook. But he does talk about when he, like, why he directed The Color Purple, when he directed The Color Purple, and all that sort of stuff. So it was kind of interesting, because it's one of those movies where you're like, Steven Spielberg directed The Color Purple? Like, it seems crazy, right? The Last Dragon. I don't think I've seen that. Wait, that came out the year you were born? No. The 80s is like, I mean, hello, we're playing Nintendo. I mean, this is from the 90s. I feel like the 80s and 90s we're gonna look back and be like, that was the pinnacle of like humanity, or the North American humanity, or United States or something, because it was just like music was like, it was all these different genres of music were kind of appearing, you know what I mean? Like, it was like Thriller was like the album. I mean, I guess that came out in 82. But like, it just, and then we got Nintendo and like VCR. I mean, I've had a VCR my whole life, but it was like, I didn't realize it was like kind of newish for like people to commonly have it at that point. But yeah, I love Hook. Right now, like Delta, if you're flying on Delta, has a lot of the Steven Spielberg movies as the movies to watch. And I watched, Amelia's here. I whispered and she heard, speak the devil's name and he shall appear. But just playing. Yeah, I watched Hook and I watched E.T., because I wanted to emotionally destroy myself. But I watched Hook again the other day. I watched it twice on the airplane or something. I could watch Hook over and over. It's one of my favorite movies. Like, I get it. I get narratively sometimes some places where it falls apart, but it's like, it's Robin Williams. It's Steven Spielberg. It's like Peter Pan. There's so many elements in there that are just so like magical. Like, the music, it's so emotional. E.T., like, messes me up as an adult now too, and I loved E.T. when I was a kid. But then the 90s gave us the Power Rangers. That's my, like, I feel like the 90s was when I came alive. Like, that's when, like, being born in 85 was great, because it, like, who remembers anything before the age of 5? So it just revved me up, where it was like 1990 rolled around and this old brain started making wrinkles, and it was like, okay, Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, Power Rangers. I mean, Ghostbusters was 84, and then the sequel's 89, I believe. I could be incorrect, but the cartoon show, and then also like I didn't see it obviously in movie theaters or anything like that, but I don't know, Trey. I did watch all of Golden Girls and Golden Palace during the lockdown. I think I'm gonna cycle through Golden Girls again because I watched all these streaming services are getting rid of things. I saw that Netflix's New Girl's leaving Netflix soon, and like I tried to watch Parks and Rec on Peacock. Not all the services work on all the boxes. That's the problem now. So like Apple TV, I think is probably the one that has the most apps. Maybe a Roku does, but it's like my Peacock doesn't work on the PlayStation for some reason. It keeps freezing, and the same with the oh my God, Paramount Plus. Don't even get me started on their mobile app. Is awful. It barely ever works, but like I want to get to their programs the most. So I'm like, I cycle through because I watch like Superstore all the time. I'll put on New Girl. I mean, it's New Girl for me is like I like the characters, but sometimes I just hate the episodes. But I recently went through Happy Endings again. I did what was another one? I cycled through Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but that's not on Hulu anymore. Now that's on Peacock, and it's like that. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is one I have to buy though because I bought Parks and Rec. I have Community. I bought Schitt's Creek. Because I watch Schitt's Creek over and over again. I feel like I'm forgetting one of the big ones, but I need to buy Brooklyn Nine-Nine though. I wish Superstore had come out on DVD. Only the first couple of seasons, like maybe the first 3 seasons are, and I'm like, I'm about to buy it from one of those sites that rips it because I hate that there's no physical medium of it, and I watch that show over and over. And that show, for me, I think that show is one of the best comedies ever. It's just so real. For anybody who's ever worked in retail, I think that's the show. Like, it's like, yes. Yeah, and Picard, I think, is starting on Thursday, so I'm very excited for that because I love any new... It's been a while for new Star Trek content. I have like 2 episodes of not Strange New Worlds, of Lower Decks. I always forget about that, but Happy Endings to me was like, it's like joke. It's so sharp. That show should have been on longer than New Girl. I'm sorry. New Girl was an inferior product compared to Happy Endings, I feel like. But then Happy Endings got desperate, I feel like, in the very last part of season 3 that it like tried to be like extreme version of itself and, you know, panicky because it was on the chopping block. But there are some phenomenal episodes of Happy Endings. I love it. Oh my God. Nobody has Parks and Recreation in Canada? Come on, though. Come on now. That's why I bought that show. I'll watch over and over again. That's another show where it's like emotional. I thought about rewatching Battlestar Galactica, but that's going to put me in a dark place. So I'm like, also I can only do comedies. I have a really bad anxiety that just has not left me yet, and I want to watch these hour-long dramas. That's why Star Trek's very good because it's like optimism a lot of the times. I mean, not all seasons and everything, but I just like that it's a very human story. But hour-long shows I like to like look at and watch, so it's become very difficult for me to like really cue into them. Like, I'm not done with Andor yet. Ghosts. I do want to watch Ghosts. I love Abbott Elementary. That is definitely going to be a repeatable show for me. I keep forgetting to add Ghosts to my list though, because I've heard Ghosts is great. But yeah, it's so good. Happy Endings. Oh man, I was just wishing for like 1 more season or 2 more seasons. Like you said, Mark, it's just one of those shows where I thought maybe when they didn't bring it to streaming quick enough. I didn't feel like it was on the right streaming service, like because it was just the episodes would be on and then fall off on Hulu, and so it was like nowhere for anybody to watch. I did watch Blockbuster. I didn't like it. I didn't finish it. I watched half of it. I just didn't think it was good. I didn't think it was funny. I thought it was very stiff comedy. Like I love Randall Park too, but I only thought Melissa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine was good, but I feel like it is such a great premise that just none of it lived up to it. Like, it was just one of those weird, where I was like, I feel like it should have been more Superstore than what it was. Also, it didn't feel super, I don't know. It bums me out because I'm like, man, no one's going to ever pick up that type of thing ever again. Okay. It is 12:40. I have to go to sleep right now. I just told you I wasn't going to be done. So I have to wake up early. So Thank you, everybody, so much. I do have to watch Shrinking on Apple TV, though. That was just recommended in here. Harrison Ford, Jason, whatchamacallit from How I Met Your Mother. So many shows. Leave me the comments on the video. Leave the comments on the video, not in the chat. I'll come back to it. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Sorry it was a late chat, but I do always appreciate having these chit chats with everybody. And I know my brain is so scattered sometimes that it's like barely coherent. Community, Vic, they're making the movie. You know that, right? That's official. I hope you all have a great night. I would love to talk TV. Maybe I just do a stream where we don't play video games and we just talk TV shows. That'd be fun. Make a list, everyone. That's what we're going to do soon. Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a great night.